Welcome to In the News with Double O Des. I'm Des Bernardo, giving you my perspective on news from South Africa and the rest of the world. In the news now, there's something that I believe all of you are very interested, especially those of you that live in Gauteng. And this is what is happening with the lockdown regulations with regards to Gauteng. And one of the big concerns was that Gauteng would be raised to a higher level, even to maximum level 5. And there certainly has been mention of that from the Health Minister's William Kiese, as well as many other articles subsequently saying that the Gauteng government has actually asked the national government to impose higher restrictions and lockdown regulations on the people in Gauteng amid what they call a COVID-19 spike. Now, it's obviously just infections that's increasing, which means more people testing SARS-CoV-2 positive. Now, I'm looking at an article now, and this is on ENCA, where it says Gauteng government not calling for return of hard lockdown. So this is supposed to rectify things, and we hope for everyone in Gauteng that this is true and that they'll hold to what they are saying. This is according to Gauteng provincial spokesperson Thabo Masebe, following media reports suggesting that the province is considering imposing stricter regulations. And I quote, "We are not calling for the return of hard lockdown. We fully understand and support the current risk-adjusted strategy, which is being implemented by the national government." So they're saying that they support this. I continue with a quote. "We understand that under level 3, we had to reopen the economy and more sectors. The schools are reopening and we fully support that," said Gauteng provincial spokesperson Thabo Masebe. Gauteng's COVID-19 infections are increasing at an alarming rate. This is according to ENCA and according to government. So there you have it, the government spokesperson for the Gauteng provincial government saying that there is no return to hard lockdown, that they agree with government's risk approach, as they call it, to easing off the lockdown conditions. So things change from day to day. I bring you this news. Once again, this is tit for tat, and it seems like the news changes by the day, because there were many news reports that I've read that said that the Gauteng government has called on national government to go back to stricter and higher levels of regulations. I read those reports just this morning. So I bring you this report now. Let's see what happens with regards to the lockdown regulations. And then remember, at this stage, that everyone is actually responsible for their own health. It's not government's responsibility to keep you safe at all. And they shouldn't take that task upon themselves either. They can inform us, they can tell us what they believe is safe for us to do, but to force people to do something is at a completely different level, and I believe is government overreach. What should happen is government should tell people what they believe is the safest thing to do based on information that they get from experts from South Africa. Experts within our country, of which are many. People on the MAC Council, for instance, that have said our economy can open up to level 1. That we've gone past the worst with regards to the SARS-CoV-2 spread of that virus. So it remains to be seen what government does. The media is all over the place. Difficult to understand what they're trying to say. I bring you this news. I will let you know if anything changes. But this update I believe is important. The fact that the spokesperson for the Gauteng government saying that they are not planning on going back to a higher level of lockdown. Till the next video.